Hi, I'm Chloe of Nubian Nurturance, and today we're going to talk about survival skills. So, we're just coming out of a pandemic, supposedly, hashtag safeish. And out of the many lessons that we learned what level of survival skills we have. What was our preparation, or how did we prepare ourselves? How well were we prepared when this happened, and how well were we able to prepare ourselves? Some people focus on not being able to get their lashes and their nails done, their hair done, while others prepared their homes. You really got to learn the caliber of the person that you was dealing with, that was in your environment, your circle, your family. What was the emphasis? The Bible says you could tell where a man's heart is because that's where he spends his treasure. Um, some people went and got generators in case the power went out, bought water. We really just didn't know how long or how severe this was going to be. I got ridiculed for going out and getting cat litter because I feared that if the water didn't work and we weren't able to flush our toilets and we're confined to our homes, that it would be horrible smelling in the house. So I got the cat litter so that we can put it in garbage bags and use the bathroom in the bags and dispose of it without having to have the house smell. Thank God those things didn't get that bad, but I know someone who has cats in the home and they would be happy to use that. And I would rather have and not need than to need and not have. But it got me to thinking of an ongoing conversation that I've had with people over the years, that what if things had gotten as bad as our imaginations told us that it could, or the things that we see on TV? How ill prepared we as a people are. You know, a lot of us don't have guns or guns permit and are scared to get guns. I've had people say that, we just pray and we believe God. Faith without works is dead. And a lot of us are going to be ill prepared. We don't want to think about it, but that's how we handle death. That's why a lot of us don't have life insurance, and we leave our families in a position to have to struggle to pay or to put a GoFundMe. And there has been a recent trend over the years that funerals are being pushed out 2 to 3 weeks because you're waiting to gather money to pay for someone's burial. We don't have the skills. We like to say that, if there was a war between the blacks and the whites, that what we would do, the street fighting that we're using is not equipped, when a lot of these police officers and other white people have martial arts training and kickboxing and, official combat training, and we're out of shape. If we had to run, if we couldn't get in our cars and we had to run through bushes, a lot of us are out of shape. We couldn't run far at all, myself included. If they were to ration the food, because we like to say we will never take the mark of the beast, once again, faith without works is dead, because we don't know how to plant a garden. We don't have a garden. We don't even know how to hunt. If we were hungry and we had a gun, a knife, or a bow and arrow, and a deer or a rabbit ran in front of us, we would still be hungry because we don't even know how to kill an animal to get food. We don't know how to kill or clean a chicken, cut off its head, take out the feathers. We don't know how to fish. If the fish jumped in our bucket, a lot of us wouldn't even know how to clean it or kill it. Surprisingly enough, way too many people honestly don't even know how to cook. If it's not in a box with some type of instructions, and we're just in a bad situation. Do we know how to start a fire? A lot of us are not in Girl Scouts or Boy Scouts, so we don't have the skills. Do we know how to collect rainwater and make it to the point where you can drink it? Even if we got bit by a bug or poison ivy, will we be able to handle that? Will we be able to help our children or our husbands? So there are so many basic life skills that we are ill-equipped. I think I always said when I got my grandchildren, I wanted to be able to pay for them to have piano lessons, singing lessons, things like that. And I still want to be able to do that. But I've added to the list, I want to be able to have my grandchildren take martial arts classes, learn how to do karate. I made sure that all of my children know how to swim, basic life skills. Too many African Americans don't know how to swim. We're not making sure we know how to swim or our children, and it doesn't matter how old you are, you can still take swim lessons. I would be too fearful to get on a cruise with all that water and not know how to swim, but many of us do. We go to the auctions and we're looking at buying luxury cars, but when you pay attention, these white men are going to the auction and they're buying boats, not just for recreation, for swimming and relaxing, but like I said, if anything was to go down, they're going to take their pickup truck, because they get those from the auctions too, or they go out and buy them right out. They're going to take their pickup truck, hitch their bike to the back, hitch their boat to the back, and take their family out to the water. And we won't have that ability. So their families are heading in the water. They're still preserving fruits and vegetables. We don't know how to preserve, pickle, any of that stuff. We're still making mashed potatoes out of the box instead of peeling them, building strong families, learning how to cook healthy food. It doesn't have to be put in the microwave or buying chicken and thawing it and cooking it in the oven. But we're making unhealthy food choices, unhealthy financial choices. Even our recreation is not benefiting. When I go to the gun shop, people are buying their 13-year-old guns for birthday gifts. There was a woman there and she was smiling and she was like, he's giving me a gun for my birthday. I'm talking to my sister circle. I'm saying instead of us going out to eat when we get together, let's go to the shooting range. We need to know how to shoot. Our children need to know how to shoot. We need to build ammunition. If someone was to break into the house, what would you do? We went out and bought all of this food and had all of our basement shelves and storage closets full of food, our pantries full of food. And if the grocery stores had shut down, or if those shelves were bare, people were going to start coming into your homes because they knew that everybody had food. If somebody came into your house to steal your toilet paper and paper towel and canned goods and freezers full of meat, how would you protect your family? We don't have guns. We don't have legal guns. Not all of us, but not enough of us. We don't know how to shoot. My pastor recently made a comment. The saving grace is a lot of these guys out here on the streets are bad shooters because they shooting 14 bullets, but they missing. Things would be worse if they knew how to shoot. Unfortunately, sometimes they're shooting in the street and it's flying in somebody's living room. But the skill set is not there. The priority is off. Leave a comment. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Is there an alarm or concern? Should we be preparing? Should we not worry about it? I'm saved and I love Jesus and I believe him. Should we just put it all on him and say we're going to pray? Or should we know that faith without works is dead? What should we be doing as a people, as a unit? How should we be training our children, our sons, our daughters, our families, our communities, our Saturday school programs? What kind of opportunities should we be gifting? There's nothing wrong with Pop Warner. There's nothing wrong with softball leagues. There's nothing wrong with cheerleading, soccer, and volleyball. But can we learn how to hunt, teach our children how to hunt, learn how to fish? What kind of things are we lacking and how are we ill prepared? This is Chloe of Nubian Nurturance. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I'm interested in knowing your views.